Wrestlers always say, leave the tough stuff to us. But a lot of fans are grabbing a piece of the action anyway. It's Backyard Smackdown with kids doing dangerous imitation of their heroes. Christina Penza has the story.
For all you hot dog eating, beer swilling, wannabes, take a look at the Ron and see who is high class, to see who is #1. So you will know not to step in my way and not to cross the Ron's path.
Move over, Rock. Here's the Ron from Carson, part of a backyard wrestling movement sweeping the country. Kids and clubs with their own federation websites and largely unsupervised fights, mimicking the moves.
Pile driver, power bomb, suplexes.
In supposedly staged performances that look all too real.
Some of my friends think it's crazy. Some people are like, oh, you are crazy, you do that? Or doesn't that hurt?
Does it hurt?
Oh my God!
What do you think?
There's times when it hurts a lot. But you do it because it's fun.
Harmless fun? Not to Dr. Rich Johnson.
Oh, that has to hurt. Some of these activities could produce a real possibility of danger.
The doc points out the obvious. Getting hit with fluorescent lights, 2x4s, and chairs is simply not good for your body.
Unless you're a highly skilled, trained individual like the wrestlers, there's a high likelihood of adverse outcomes if you're undertaking dangerous physical events. There's a situation where the child landed on his head. That certainly puts the kid at significant risk for a cervical spine injury.
That's an injury like Christopher Reeve has.
Absolutely, just like Christopher Reeve, or you read about.
And that could do that.
That certainly could. Landing on your head from any distance can do that.
Ron has been lucky so far.
I haven't been seriously hurt. I hurt my shoulder, is shifted a bone or something in my left shoulder. It kind of protrudes just a little bit. And then others is just, aches and pains.
And he insists the wrestlers rehearse.
People of authority tend to believe that it's just a bunch of kids out going in the backyard, hurting each other, killing each other, beating each other. But it's not really like that. We try to actually, try to put on a show and be more organized.
Ron's dad is supportive to a point.
His interest is there. It keeps him occupied. There can be a lot of other things that are worse. Teenagers and kids could be doing other than having fun and trying to entertain each other.
But he admits.
I haven't been to any of the backyard matches.
Okay, Dad. Have a look.
I knew they were out there hitting, but I didn't know it was to the extent and as violent as it is, as it looks. I'm hoping most of that is fake.
Is it?
We try our best not to hurt each other. I don't know if fake would qualify as the word to use, but sometimes we get hurt and sometimes we don't.
We should note, for Ron, this is more than a hobby. Someday he plans to go pro. Someday he could move to the real ring. And he's sure he's the one guy who can move the Rock.
I can do it. I can do it now, as a matter of fact. The Rock is a big man, but I'm bigger. I can take the Rock. I hope he's watching.
The kids involved organize these events, and they travel from place to place around Southern California, sometimes advertising their matches on websites. Still, doctors say anyone determined to try WWF in their backyard should at least play it safe, get some training.